Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. So I think I made a video 2 days ago saying that, look, I think ICP is very much bullish, and I was talking about price targets as high as $50, $100, and also as high as something like $200. Of course, I still believe in those price targets, but on a day like today, I hear a lot of people saying that, ICP is never going above $20, for example. Of course, ICP is down, but it's not isolated to ICP. We are seeing the worst of the market very much in the red, but not big numbers. We can see minus 10% here, minus 5% every now and then. I think there is a feeling of being cautiously optimistic in the market right now, because we've got two major events tomorrow which have to do with, number one, the Federal Reserve, and then of course we also have got a crypto policy from the United States White House right there, which is going to be a report. The rumor is that the report will likely include how the United States government is going to be acquiring crypto. So if anything along those lines comes up, I think the market is going to be whipping 100%. Now, this is very interesting that we are seeing the market drop a little bit here, because in past events, when we have had, things like which are potentially bullish, we see the market rallying and then it cools off like right after the thing has been announced. But this time is a little bit different, because we are seeing the cooling off potentially before the rally. So this is just from a gut feeling perspective. And also when we come to the Federal Reserve meeting that we have tomorrow, the FOMC, there is like a 97% or 98% basically that the Fed is not going to be cutting. It's just going to be keeping the rates as they have always been. But there's just like 2.1% of people that, okay, maybe they're going to be cutting. My wild guess is that either of the two things are going to be happening. The chairman will come and indicate that in September they're going to be cutting. Oh, they may actually come with a cut by tomorrow, like maybe of like 0.25 basis points, whatever the case may be. I think that this is where we are. Wild guess, honestly. Just take it for what it is right there. But when we come back to the ICP Internet Computer Price chart here, I think we are still maintaining our, fracture, which is looking very good. And if we look at it closely, I really don't think that we need until mid-August for this thing to start really pushing. I think earlier than that, we're going to be pushing here for ICP. So I'm very much optimistic. And one of the other things that I've been looking at outside of that fractal was to say, okay, look, do we have other indications that we have had in the past? So I was looking at some moving averages here, and I realized that we are actually approaching a golden cross in which the 200 daily moving average is crossed with the 50 daily moving average, indicating bullish momentum right there. At the same time, we could also see that here the 50 daily moving average may act as support for ICP Internet Computer Price here. So I'm very optimistic about that, because we have seen stuff like that before while he's here for ICP in the past, as you can see in this moment also. But we could also go ahead and refer to the moment that we all remember back towards the end of 2023. We had almost the same scenario of that bullish cross, and then the price was pumping. So that is in the bag at the moment. But I just think that, as you can see with the rest of the market, it's in anticipation of those two events. As I said, it's almost unusual for us to see the crypto market go red when there is potentially good news, right? Usually what we see is that when there is too much euphoria, people go ahead, speculate, the price goes up. After the announcement, it goes down. So I think that the opposite is going to be happening this time around. We'll wait and see. As I said, it's less than 48 hours from now, so we'll obviously get a quick resolution. Other than that, I think we can also acknowledge that we have got a very nice falling wedge that has panned out here for the ICP price, and that usually is a very good sign, because these falling wedges, they have got a tendency of going as high as their top right there, which is the price target, and they do that with high probability, which is as high as like 66%. So I still anticipate the ICP price to go ahead and reach the top of the wedge right there, which is right around like $20. But as I said in the last video, I think that this is just the beginning, mind you. Leading into the last significant rally that we had with ICP, we also had this falling wedge that you can see right there. So these are quite powerful things, and we have them back to back. So 1, 2 right there. Let's see what the price eventually does. It has been, of course, a difficult time to be holding ICP, and we saw the launch of Caffeine AI. We didn't see significant price rallies, and I think that people will be like, okay, really, is there anything up to this? But I think that the most important thing is the general health of the market. I think this market usually moves together even though we have got like individual narratives every now and then, like the individual, narrative of Caffeine AI. Yes, it's a great narrative altogether, but I think it still requires the rest of the market to be pumping. But generally speaking, I think that we've got everything that we need for that bull run. Bitcoin is going to be going for its last, and it is in those moments that we're going to be seeing this price that continue to rally. Yeah, as I say, $20 is the beginning, because by then you can see more people trying to FOMO into the price. And then of course, to get to $50, you don't even need 100% to just go ahead and reclaim something like $100 here is gonna be very much easy, in my humble opinion. So we'll see what eventually happens. But as you see right now, the price is down just because the rest of the market is down. And why is the rest of the market down? We are anticipating two major events which can significantly move this market. So for me personally, I'm speculating very much that we're going to be seeing surprises across the board tomorrow, right? Both with the crypto policy as well as the Fed meetings tomorrow. So I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.